I know. Did you miss me? I couldn't even get that out with a straight face. Hello, my friends. I'm Kathy Weaver, and this is Words of Wisdom Wednesday. And I am definitely part of the fan club for Delinda Lane and the fun, fearless female global community of Christian women. Words of Wisdom Wednesday feels like it comes around faster and faster every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year. Can you believe we are already in a new month? Holy moly. I wanted to talk today about I've tried everything. Have you ever said that? Have you ever heard someone else say that? I've tried everything. That, for me, is never an answer because most of the time when my brain goes that direction, I know perfectly well before I say it that I haven't tried everything. Because if I had tried everything, my goal would have been accomplished. There are new gadgets and tricks and techniques and trainings and coaches coming out every single day. Every single day. There's a new coach. There's a new diet book. There's a new weight loss product. There's a new health something. There's a new whatever it is. And that means you haven't tried everything yet because everything hasn't been invented, created, available for purchase yet. I tried to something and it didn't work. Well, it worked for me. And I don't do anything separate or specific differently than you could. So when you say, I tried everything, you really haven't. Please think about this in terms of your company. I've heard of that da-da-da-da-da before, and it didn't work. Well, probably the expectation may have been interesting. You didn't use it long enough or whatever that looks like, because if the company's still in business, something about it is working. Someone is purchasing the products or the service. So if you tried it and it didn't work yet, there may have been extenuating circumstances. Now, in the case of health and wellness, I realize 1,000,000%, each body is different. So how your body reacts to an apple is maybe different than how someone else's body reacts to an apple. So I get the parameter there, the variable, if you will, but let's think in terms of a training class or a coaching class or a product seminar or a workshop. Let's think in those kind of terms. I have observed, because I stalk people, I admit that. If I'm up on the stage presenting, I literally watch the room as I'm presenting because I want to see what everybody's doing. If half of them are asleep, it's time for me to pull someone up from the audience and say, you're the trainer for the next 10 minutes, take it away. Well, I don't know how to do that. Well, you know how to do something, so train us for 10 minutes. I tried that once. When you first started driving and it didn't go well, or the first time you drove in the snow and hit an embankment, I tried that once. Please remember, if you have ever said, I have tried everything, to be careful how that sounds, because you really haven't. Now, I realize that God does not call the equipped, he equips the called, which means each of us is not great at every single thing. Each of us would have a gift, a knack, a technique, a talent, perhaps a bit different than someone else's. I totally get that. But that does not mean the item, the service, the product doesn't work. It wasn't a good fit for you. I hear all the time when people are talking about business opportunity, and I don't do MLM. No. Tell me about your experience. What? And I say, tell me about your experience. I'm always curious to learn about that. And they usually tell me about the experience. How many hours a week did you put into that? Well, I shouldn't have to. What? You shouldn't have to work hard on your multi-level marketing company. I bet the top leaders in your multi-level marketing company work super hard, at least to get where they are today. I tried that direct sales stuff once. Tell me about that. It doesn't work. If it didn't work, those of us who have been in direct sales for 16 years would not still be in direct sales, because what would have happened to house payment, car payment, everything else? So if the product or service didn't work, the company most likely would not be in business still. If the technique or business model did not work, people would quit, stop, end, discontinue, cancel. So if any of those things are still happening and it didn't work for you, that is exactly how that would go. It didn't work for me. And that's a different story. Were you trained? Oh yeah, they tried. Did you use the product? It wasn't a good fit for me. Great. There's a million products out there. So please, I heard this again the other day, which is what prompted this Words of Wisdom Wednesday. I have tried everything. Have you tried this? Well, no. Well, then you haven't tried everything yet. If you're still looking for a business opportunity, if you're still looking for a product or service, if you're still looking for a side hustle, if you haven't tried everything yet, there's something still out there for you. And every time I think of God does not call the equipped, thank goodness, he equips the called. That puts a whole different flip on it for me. I am so grateful that he did not give up on me, because I have gotten to meet the most amazing people in the world because he didn't give up on me. And I didn't say I've tried everything, because I certainly even now have not yet. And I love to try new things. I love to meet new people. And hopefully I have tried everything will not come out of your mouth, because there's always something new on the horizon. I'm Kathy Weaver. This is Words of Wisdom Wednesday. And don't give up on yourself. Ever. Please don't give up on yourself. We're certainly not giving up on you. I've tried everything. Not yet.